day in the life of a Vancouver Uber driver. Trump wants to absorb Canada. The conversations in my car are more absurd than traffic. It's sunny in Vancouver today. Little did I know, every ride I took was going to revolve around Trump's recent proposal turning Canada into the 51st state of the U.S. In the morning, I picked up a family of 3 from Washington State, a middle-aged couple and their college-age son. Imperialist son versus rational parents. They were headed to Stanley Park, and the dad casually asked me, "Hey, have you heard? Trump wants Canada to join the US. What do you think about that?" I laughed and said, "Well, over here, it's more of a joke than anything." Before the dad could continue, his son chimed in from the back seat. "A joke? I think it's a great idea. Canada should have been part of the US a long time ago. You guys depend on us for your economy. Let's make you a state and we'll fix your economic problems." The tension in the car was instant. The dad furrowed his brow and shot back, "What logic is that? Canada is an independent country, and you're saying we should become one of our states? We're a mess ourselves, and you want to save them." The mom joined the debate. "Exactly. You know how much better Canada's healthcare and welfare systems are compared to ours. They're doing just fine on their own and won't want to join us." But the son wasn't having it. He got more worked up. "What's the point of being independent? Their GDP still depends on us. They're so close to the US culturally, they might as well just join us. It would save resources and be more efficient." The dad couldn't hold back anymore, raising his voice. "Efficient? You want them to start dealing with mass gun violence, expensive healthcare, and a chaotic political system like we do. Canada's not going to accept our problems. Trump's proposal is just embarrassing." The son didn't back down, laughing. "Trump's still better than Trudeau. He's making Canada look like a third world country. If you don't join us now, you'll be begging later. Soon, we'll have a wall at the US-Canada border too." The argument went on until they got out of the car. The mom tried to calm things down, but the son remained adamant in his Trump supporter mindset, and the dad's face stayed dark the whole way. After dropping them off, I picked up a young couple from Vancouver. I couldn't resist bringing up Trump's proposal and, of course, it sparked another heated debate, but this time, it was a 51-state conflict in the middle of a romance. The couple had just come out of a coffee shop, all lovey-dovey, the guy opening the car door for the girl like he was some kind of gentleman. Personally, I don't mind chivalry, but hey, real gentlemen leave a solid tip, right? Just kidding. When I mentioned Trump's proposal, the guy immediately reacted with anger. "America is crazy. They want to absorb us. They should fix their own problems first." The girl, however, chuckled and said playfully, "But, let's be real, Canada's economy is struggling. Why not just join the US? At least we'd have more job opportunities, and maybe the housing market would calm down." The guy's eyes went wide. "Are you serious? You think we need the US, even if our economy's struggling? That doesn't mean we should sell out our independence for a green card." The girl shrugged. "Independence is great, but you have to face the facts. The US is the world's strongest country. They can provide more resources and opportunities." Trump's got a big mouth, but he's not entirely wrong. The guy scoffed. "Resources and opportunities? You think the US is going to give us those for free? If they really absorb us, the first thing they'll do is tear apart our healthcare system and bring in their gun laws." The girl wasn't backing down either. "But don't forget, Canada's economy is in decline. Unemployment's up, government spending's tight. Can we really solve everything just with national pride?" The tension kept building, and by the time I dropped them off, their political storm was still going strong. I couldn't help but think, Trump's ridiculous comment might not become reality, but it sure stirred up a lot of debates. So, what's the deal with Canada and the US merging? Later that night, I checked some data to see what people on both sides of the border think about this issue. According to a 2023 poll, only 8% of Canadians support joining the US. Most people believe there are fundamental differences in the systems and values between the two countries, especially when it comes to issues like gun control, healthcare, and social welfare. In the US, about 35% of people admire Canada's way of life, and after the 2024 election, Google searches for how to immigrate to Canada surged by 500%. It seems like many Americans are more interested in moving to Canada than turning Canada into the 51st state. Experts believe Trump's absorption proposal is more of a nationalist political stunt rather than a realistic policy agenda. Trump's wild ideas spark a cross-border debate. By the end of the day, I'd heard everything from American tourists arguing to Canadian couples bickering. It made me realize that while Trump's bizarre proposal is unlikely to come true, it's definitely sparked some new reflections on the relationship between the two countries. Will Canada become the 51st state? The answer is clearly no. But this whole debate reminds us how deep the cultural, systemic, and value differences run. Whether it's America's imperialistic tendencies or Canada's pride in its independence, there's a lot to think about. As for me, I'll just keep driving, listening to passengers rant about their ideas. Vancouver's roads might be congested, but these conversations are definitely opening.